Hey guys, this is Maliha, and in today's video I want to talk about Canva brand kits. So brand kits are a pretty cool feature for Canva Pro members, the paid members, where you can set up your brand elements, your logos, your brand colors, your fonts, etc. So in this video I want to show you how to set up your brand kit and how to design or how to use brand kits when you're designing a graphics or whatever you're doing on Canva. So here is Canva homepage. This is one of my Canva accounts. I have multiple Canva accounts because of the different things I do. But anyway, this is one of my Canva Pro accounts. And on the left, if you follow my mouse, you will see brand kit. If you click on it, this is what it looks like when you don't have any brand kit set up on your Canva Pro account. Now, I do want to say before I go forward is that if you're a free Canva user, you still have brand kit and you have very limited features for that brand kit. And I'm going to show you what that means in a minute, but let me just go through the setup process of, of brand kit on your Canva Pro account first. So this is the Canva Pro brand kit page when you don't have a brand kit set up. The first thing you want to do is let's start at the top where you have a brand kit name. It says Untitled Brand Kit, so you can give it a name so you can quickly recognize it, because with the Canva Pro account you can actually have more than one brand kit. So in case you are for example, if you're a freelancer who works with different clients, you may want to set up multiple brand kits for your clients. Or maybe you're someone who has multiple blogs or multiple businesses and you want separate brand kits for the different things that you do. Either way, with a Canva Pro account, you can set up multiple brand kits, something that you cannot do with a free account. So to keep things simple, to make sure that if we add more brand kits in the future, we will recognize which one is for which. It's ideal to give it a unique name. So I'm gonna give it a name TSB templates, just an example name. And if you scroll down, you'll see that you have three different places to do three different things. You can set up your logos, you can upload your logos under brand logos, you can set up your brand colors, and you can set up your brand fonts over here. So let me first add some logos. To upload logos, you have to click the plus sign over here, and let's see, yesterday I made a couple of dummy logos. This is one of them. So I'm gonna click on it and upload it. And as you can see, it uploaded the logo to the brand logos. And then if you scroll past that and you see brand colors, and as you can see, Canva intuitively pick the color from the logo. So I only have like the black colors. It chose black, and it does that to just make things simple for you. Now you can keep it, and if that's not your brand color, you can remove it. Either way, it just tries to make things simpler for you by choosing intuitively the colors from your logo. So I'm actually going to remove it and then add some of my own colors. So to add a color, you can click the plus sign, and if you know the hex code of your brand color, then you can just add it here. So for example, one of my brand color I know is going to be 3B, 3B, 3B. It's a dark color, which isn't exactly black, so I can add that. And then let's say that one of my other colors is this one, and I can have that. And you can keep clicking the plus sign to add more colors to your brand, like so. And you can even have multiple color palettes within the same brand. And to add another color palette, you just have to click the plus sign over here, And as you can see, you can choose from one of the suggested color palettes, or you can click Add a Custom Palette and then just add your own colors like so. Okay. And if you don't want a color palette, all you have to do is click the three dots over here and click Delete Palette, and it's gone. That's how you set up your brand colors. And then if we come here to the right, we have brand fonts, and it gives you three different options: add a heading style, add a subheading style, and add a body style. So each time you click on one of those, you can it prompts you to choose a font from Canva's font library, and you can choose whichever font you want. So let's say that I want this one, or actually let's say that I want Quicksand to be my heading font, and let's say that I want it to be 36 font size, and let's say that I also want it to be bold. So I can set it up like that, and you can similarly set up a subheader. Let's say that I want my subheader to be also Quicksand, but I want it to be a smaller font, let's say 21, and I don't need to bold it. And for my body, let's say that I want something like Montserrat. And these are just, I'm just giving you an example. This isn't an actual brand or anything. And I also want size 14 for my body font. So you can set these up, and what happens that I'm going to eventually show you in a minute is that when you set these up, you can easily access those or apply those to your designs without manually adding your header font or subheader font or body font or colors, or looking for colors and adding hex code every single time you need to apply those colors or those fonts. So that's why it's so nice to have the capability of setting up your brand kits. Okay, so one other thing that you can do in your brand kit, if you have a Canva Pro account, is that you can upload a font. So let's say that you have a font, one of your brand fonts is not available within Canva's font library. Now, Canva has a huge font library, lots and lots of fonts, but there are plenty of other fonts that you may have used in your branding, and maybe Canva doesn't have that font. So if you have that font, if you own that font, and if you have the permission, the license to use that font, you can easily upload the font to your brand kit by clicking the Upload a Font button right over here. So if you do that, so I have a font here. It's called Starlights. So let's say that I want to use Starlights as my header font instead of Quicksand. So I can upload it, and right away you see this content warning. It says, please confirm the following. By uploading my own custom font, I acknowledge that I own starlights.ttf or have the right to use it for my intended purposes. So basically it's telling you that, hey, do you have the permission or the license to use this font? I have the permission to use this font, so I'm going to click yes, upload away. So it's uploading, taking a second. Okay, so it uploaded a font. So I'm going to go back to text styles. So as you can see right away, you can toggle between text styles and uploaded fonts. So you'll find all of your uploaded fonts under Uploaded Fonts tab. But to set the font as your default brand font, go to text styles, and then instead of having Quicksand, I want to have the font that I just uploaded to my as my text style, my header style. So when you're searching for a font, you will see that a new section has been added. It's called Uploaded Fonts. So I'm going to click that, and right away it uploaded. So I'm also going to change my font size to, say, 42, actually. Okay, so that's going to be my header style. moving forward for this brand kit. And anytime if you change your colors or your fonts, you can just come back to your brand kit by clicking the brand kit tab over here, and you can, change something. Let's say that I want to get rid of this color in my color palette. All I have to do is hover over it and it shows you this cross sign. So just click that cross sign and it's gone. Boom. And you can add a different color now. Let's say this one. And that's it. It's simple. Another thing that I want to show you is that when you're adding a color, you'll see that there's a new option. It wasn't here just not that long ago. You can add CMYK colors. So it used to be that Canva only allowed hex codes for your colors, but now Canva also allows CMYK colors. So if you're designing print material or something, you may want to use CMYK color codes instead of hex codes. So you can do that if you have a Canva Pro account. This is not available for free accounts that I know of. I have a free account and I don't have access to the CMYK there yet. Maybe it will be available, maybe it won't, I'm not sure yet. But this is what the CMYK looks like right now. Anyway, so that's it. And this is your brand kit. Now, before I move on, here's another thing. So, this is one of my brand kits. I just named it TSP Templates. I have a logo. Now, let's say that you are a graphic designer who works with multiple brands, and one of the companies you work with or individual you work with has a brand kit, and you're going to be making a lot of designs for them, so you want to set up a separate brand kit for them. So how do you do that? All you have to do is go to the top right corner and click this button that says Add Brand Kit. So you can add a brand kit over here. I'm going to call it the site blogger. That's my blog. Just give you an example. So you can click Create, and then let's see. This creates, as you can see, a brand new brand kit that doesn't have the logos, the color palettes, or the font set up. So you can click the same way. You can click brand logos. If you have a logo file on your computer, you can just upload it like so. And as you can see, it automatically pulls some colors. This time, I'm actually going to keep it. These are the colors that it pulled from my logo. And these are the same colors, same set of colors that's part of, let's assume that it's part of my brand color, so I'm going to keep that. And for header, I'm going to go ahead and change the colors. I'm not going to go through the whole thing because you already know how to do that, but you can set up a completely different brand kit by doing so. And you can add, multiple different fonts and whatnot, like so. Alright, so this way you have added 2 brand kits, and if you have additional brand kits, you can always click the Add Brand Kit icon or the button, and you can keep adding new brand kits. And whenever you want to see all the different brand kits you have set up, just click the brand kit and you come to this page where you have like all these brands. So let's say that you want to make some adjustments to the first brand kit that we had set up, TSP Templates. All you have to do is click that and it takes you to the brand kit. And you can make your adjustments and then go back to brand kit, maybe add another brand kit or make some adjustments to the other brand kit, whatever you want to do. It's pretty simple to go back and forth between brand kits and other things. Alright, so now that we know how to set up brand kits, before we go on to see how to use a brand kit during designing graphics, I just want to show you really quickly what the brand kit looks like for a free Canva user. So this is a different Canva account. It's a free account, and on the left side you see brand kit. You can click on it, and the thing here is that you can't really add any brand logos. For example, what I just did here, if I click under brand logo, if I click the plus sign here to add a logo, a custom logo, see what happens here? It gives you a prompt to try Canva Pro for free. Basically, it's asking you to sign up for a Canva Pro trial so that you can set up your brand kit and see how it works, blah, blah, blah. And if you want to keep using your brand kits, you're going to have to, at the end of your trial period, you're going to have to upgrade to Canva Pro and then pay them to be able to use the brand kit. And unless you're like a personal Canva user, if you don't have like your own brands, if you don't need your branding or anything, um, I highly recommend that you sign up for Canva Pro because it opens up so many, not just brand kits, but so many other features for you um, that are super useful if you're someone who creates a lot of designs with your Canva account. Anyway, so you cannot add brand logos if you don't have a Canva Pro account. You cannot upload your own fonts if you don't have a Canva Pro account. For example, again, if I click on this button for uploading logos, it prompts me to um, upgrade to Pro trial. Also, under brand colors, you have one color palette. You cannot add additional palettes. You cannot have more than 3 colors within that one color palette. So you only have 3 colors that you can set up. If you want to have a 4th or 5th colors in your color palette, you're going to have to upgrade to a pro account. So within those 3 color palettes, you can easily add different colors, change colors. That's doable. But no additional colors in your color palette or no additional color palettes, period. Anyway, so that's what the brand kit looks like in a free Canva account. Now I'm going to go back to my Canva Pro account and I'm going to show you what it looks like to design something and apply your brand kit to your design. So I'm going to create a design. Let's say that I want to create an Instagram post. Like so. And let's say that I want to add my logo. Now, to add my logo quickly, I can go to my logos on the left panel. You'll see logos. And if you don't see it, let's say that I don't see it. I just crossed out of it. Let's say that I do not see logo. Let's say that you do not see logo. So what you can do is click the 3 dots that says more. And from there, you will be able to click on logos. It should be somewhere in the top section. Click logos and it automatically adds the logos panel to your left panel, the quick access to logos to your left panel. So when you're under logos, you'll see that you have the logo right here that we just added to our TSB templates brand kit. Okay, so let's say that that's not the brand you want to work with. So I'm going to delete it. Let's say that I want to be on the other brand, the second brand we just created, the site blogger. So if you didn't see what I just did, under logos at the top, you will see that this thing right here, it shows you a drop down where you can choose the brand kits you have already set up. So by default, it was at the very first brand kit that we set up. But you can change that easily if you just click this drop down. It opens up this pop-up and it shows you all of your brand kits. So let's say that I want to use the Site Blogger brand kit. Now it takes me to the Site Blogger logos and here's a logo and like so. I can just quickly go back and forth between brand kits and access all my logos and other elements. Now here's the thing. As you can see, I only have one logo. So let me go back to the home page and let's go to brand kit. In case you're wondering if you're only allowed one logo or not, no, you can actually have multiple logos. You can just click the plus sign and add any variation of logos you may have. So I can't remember if I said this before or not, so I just wanted to point it out really quickly. And if you have more than one logo, then when you're designing, under logos, you'll see multiple logos, or whatever logo variation you had added before, you'll be able to see them. Anyway, so let's now add some colors. So let's say that I'm designing this Instagram template and I want to add some elements. Let's say that I want to add like this square element here as part of my design. And I want it to be one of my brand colors. So I'm going to go to brand colors, and right over here you will see that it's showing me all my colors under the site blogger brand kit. So you can easily, instead of having to like add your hex code from here, what you can do is you can easily just click any of your brand colors that you have already set up, and that makes the design process go much faster. Now let's say that I want it to be the other brand. So I'm going to click on it, go to color swatches, and from here too I can change my brand. So it's showing me the site blogger because I had just changed my brand to the site blogger when I was working with my logos, but it gives you, there are multiple different places whenever you are designing something and you have the option to choose something from your brand kit. It also gives you the option to go back and forth between different brand kits. So let's say that I want to work with this brand kit now, the other one. So like right away, it's changed all of your palettes to your other brand palette. So you can easily now go back and forth between this other brand kit color palette. So that's how it's so simple. It's so simple to like, go between different brands, or the design process goes a lot faster when you have a brand kit set up like that. So the same with fonts too. Let's say that I want to add some text. So I'm going to add some text here. This is a body text, and it's Canva is giving me a default font, Open Sans. So let's say that you want to change it to your brand fonts. So when you click the fonts drop down, it opens up all the fonts. So it gives you like recommended fonts, recently used, and then it shows you your brand fonts right over here. So over here too, you can go back and forth between brands pretty easily by clicking the drop down right here. Or if you're in this brand that you actually want to work with, you can just click, for example, let's say that I want to use the header font that I had just set up. You can click this font and right away it changed the font. And you can choose between font sizes and whatnot, like so. And that's how you use your brand kits in your design. So hopefully this video gave you enough to, get started with working with brand kits. Hopefully you now understand the importance or the usefulness of having brand kits in your Canva. So if you have Canva Pro, I highly recommend that you set up brand kits so that you can easily access your brand elements, your brand colors, logos, fonts quickly within your designs. And that's it. Also, if you're not on Canva Pro and if you want to try Canva Pro for 45 days for completely free, I have an affiliate link under this video that you can click and sign up for a 45-day Canva Pro trial, which is 15 days more than the usual Canva Pro trial. So if you use my affiliate link, you get 15 days additional on top of the 30 days of free Canva Pro. So just putting it out there if you want to try it out. I highly recommend it. It doesn't cost you anything for the first 45 days. So if you play around with it and if you feel like, no, you don't want to have Canva Pro, you don't really need it, you don't have to upgrade to the paid Pro account, you can just cancel it. And if you like it, if you like working with the Canva Pro features, then, consider upgrading to a Canva Pro account after your 45 days of free trial. And that's it for today, and I will see you in a different video. Bye!